Man, it went from really loud to really quiet. Scottie Barnes.
The rim.
Toronto is not an elite three-point shooting team. No look pass, R.J. Barrett up and in, get the assist to Barnes.
Barnes is an elite passer.
A lot of people in Cleveland interested to see what happens with Jared Allen in this playoff series. He gets a lot of blame for some of the failures for Cleveland in recent years, but this guy's a stud.
Jamal Shed inserted into the starting lineup. Scottie getting his offense going instead of just being a true facilitator.
Barnes trying to make it 2 in a row from deep, and he does. Wow. This is found money for Toronto. Barnes. Here's Shed. Three-pointer for Jamal Shed. Toronto, they answer with Jacoby Walter, second-year man, 6'4", 180. He can shoot it a little bit.
Both snipers in the game.
Merrill the rebound. Harden. And a foul trying to get through a screen. It's going to go against Scottie Barnes.
CMB kicks it up top. Scottie with another three. Drains it. That is his third made three here in the first quarter.
Lawson is 25 years of age. He is a native Canadian. He played collegiately for the Gamecocks in South Carolina. So did Colin Murray Boyles. Murray Boyles back to Barnes. Shot clock's at 5. Barnes.
It's usually no more than 8. If you want to stretch it, 9, but 10.
Scottie Barnes. Not too many guys these days have moves named after him, but Donovan Mitchell's got his name on that one.
The room Allen is giving Colin Murray Boyles to work. They still get an interior pass.
16 minutes, 11 points. Just 1 assist, though, interesting enough. Barnes has to fade, missed it.
That guy right there, Barnes, is the guy.
This would help. Got it! R.J. Barrett. Still made it into the postseason as the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference. Scottie Barnes in and out. Ingram poked away by Wade. Deflected in the waiting arms of Harden. Doesn't look like he should be as strong as he plays.
Wiry strong.
Barnes. He made 3 3-pointers in the first quarter. That was a big story right out of the chute. Murray Boyles trying to get one of those fast break points, and the pass was way too far ahead. In last year's postseason against Indiana, Cleveland had some games they felt they should have won, and they spit the bit. They may have some demons. Well, Toronto's in the bonus, so 2 free throws for Scottie Barnes.
Scottie gets a second. The Raptors 12 for 18 from the free throw line. 14-point game.
With a touch as soft as a masseuse.
Scottie Barnes leaves it for Pirtle, and there's that elite layup making for Pirtle.
Get the Cavs to play fast, maybe get a turnover, but Donovan Mitchell said, I'll have none of that.
And Strus, another foul. LeBron James' name on there. LeBron James, when he was in Cleveland, just absolutely tormented the Raptors. Let's check in with Christina.
That shows up at the right time.
Puts in the work, no doubt about it. That is a finely tuned athlete. Shot clock's at 2.
That's good D by Cleveland.
And a foul will send Scottie Barnes to the line.
That guy right there quickly has a lot to do with it. He's one of the fastest guys in the league, getting the ball up and down the floor. But
and quickly, we'll be keeping an eye on that all series long. His availability. He is such a huge weapon. Shooter came into the league with Atlanta when Kenny Atkinson was an assistant coach. Scored the goal, Jamal Shed. And we've got bodies tangled up underneath the basket. Is this going to go against Tyson too?
8:45 to go here. 4th quarter action of game 1. Backing in, Scottie.
Ability defensively reminds me of the only other significant Scottie in the history of the NBA.
I knew where you were going.
Yeah, Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
Del, is there such a thing as making a statement in game 1, or is it just a win-win?
Yes, no, you can definitely make a statement. Because the Raptors, to win this series, they're going to have to win here in Cleveland.
The NBA Prime is brought to you by Booking.yeah. Barnes. Woo-hoo-hoo! First dunk of the ball game, Scottie Barnes.
He's still playing hard.
11th all-time leading scorer in the history of the NBA.
Tough shot fading to his right for a left-hand shooter.
A.J. Lawson, his first playoff field goal.
With bad intentions.
Oh my goodness, miscommunication.
Brandon Ingram over the top of that screen.
And he was fabulous at just limiting Ingram's attempts. He's going to have his work cut out for him here tonight to do the same. Gets to the body and steps it back.
It's the second game of the series missed for Emmanuel quickly. Jamal Shed shot it well from downtown. And Barnes in the open court. Coming back, tracking back. Jared Allen with a deflection.
And there on the defensive end, he's the help guy playing off Shed. Now a turnover. This can ignite that Toronto offense.
The #1 fast break offense in the regular season. Mitchell saw there wasn't time to force a quick 2-for-1, so he settles the offense and then had Shed on skates. Barnes, defensive rebound.
Well, and he's right. Now, he did get to the line 10 times, which does negate some of that. Good to see Scottie Barnes get his first basket of the game there. Defense and sets the table perfectly for Donovan Mitchell.
Barnes scored his first basket a moment ago, looking for another one here early in the second. R.J. Barrett gave it up. Walter swings it. Barnes shoots it. And Drano on the three-pointer for Scottie Barnes.
The Cleveland is just sagging off of.
There's Dean Wade on the drive, and Wade is fouled on the pass. Now Barnes trying to attack quickly, cradles it and got the shot up, and just enough oomph to get it over the rim and in.
Markovic wants to see the Toronto Raptors play with.
Oh, ambitious pass. Jared Allen saving, went to Scottie Barnes. Barrett outside Barnes.
Just a mature play from R.J. Barrett. It affects their depth by having to start Jamal Shed. He's had a great year, and that's a big loss for Toronto.
Travel, Scottie Barnes. Out by the logo. Harden burst into action. Going to take it inside, and he lost the ball against Barnes. And Brandon Ingram. The dish to Shed, a heave and a miss, but there's Barrett with a little bit off target. Murray foils.
Oh boy.
And then Barnes lost the outlet pass, and it's picked up by Harden, and it's driven and scooped to the hoop. He is fancy on the finish as the handles.
That's a turnover that Scottie Barnes cannot make. And look at the way Evan Mobley is impacting this game at the rim all season long. But he's absolutely right in that he's got to be assertive. Dean Wade, active hands, and now Cleveland off and running.
They have numbers, and Harden from long range almost banked it in. Harden drifts right off the screen, looks off the defense. Good pass, Mobley. Oh, and it's a block shot by Barnes against Jared Allen, and a block by Colin Murray. Looking for a good look out of a timeout and missed by
two, but he has gotten to the paint and made plays for others.
And here's Barnes with ill intentions and denied by Jared Allen.
Unable to find it off the glass that time.
And then bulldozing his way to the basket. That was Scottie Barnes.
And sets the pace that Toronto always looking to find.
Barnes' first of two is good. Along with 10 boards, 6 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks per game. Remember, in the regular season, but all of the matchups off a Raptors turnover. Schroeder played 30 games with Cleveland after the trade from Sacramento. The two taken off the board. Barnes driving. Barnes in the paint and got it to fall. You can feel the Raptors getting back into this game. And they have a chance here. Barrett from Barnes. It's in.
He probably got hit on the arm there. Looked like it could have been an and one, but what a look from Donovan Mitchell.
And then Barnes answers at the other end. Back screen, Mamukelashvili. Baseline cut. Barnes some Shed. Oh, he missed on the reverse, but then follows home his own miss.
Cleveland.
We'll need a bigger game out of Nickeil Alexander-Walker tonight. Atlanta will as well, but the focus now is Sam Merrill shooting a 3 for Cleveland to open the fourth quarter, and it's High screen, Colin Murray-Boyles, Barnes probing, got to the basket, and he's fouled.
I mean, the big man just wipes people out. And Scottie B keeping a bounce alive, and Murray-Boyles.
Another screen by Murray-Boyles. 4-3, Scottie Barnes. No, Murray-Boyles keeps it alive.
44% from three. First it was Merrill, now it's Tyson knocking one down.
And then Barnes with the wraparound to find Murray-Boyles for the lay-in. And Barnes taking matters into his own hands. Mid-range pull-up. Kept alive by Cavaliers. Hustling after it, Shed. 3-ball, no, Brandon Ingram. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Too early to take the air out of the ball. And here is Harden. And obviously, as we said earlier, one of the best.
Got a game high. 25. Scottie backing in on Mobley. Goes in with the left. The finish and the foul.
Back to single digits again.
Misses the free throw. Raptors.
Barnes going to work down low. Scottie Barnes elevates over James Harden to score for the Raptors with 2:25 left. They've got to get on with it. This is a 12-point game with 1:20 to go. Barnes peeked at the rim, but spots Ingram for a three. Who have varying degrees with regard to amounts of hardware they've accumulated as individuals in their careers. Between Harden and Mitchell and Mobley, accounting for the lower win total this year of 52 after 64 last year. But this was one of the top 5 teams in the league from the turn of the calendar to 2026 on.
Straight postseason win over the Raptors. They've dominated this series. Raptors looking for some life at home. That pass through the midst of Pirtle out of bounds. Pirtle thought it was last touched by the Cavs. And here comes Barrett. Over to B.I. Dumps it to Barnes. Barnes takes the contact. Can't hit. Great verticality by Mobley. Ingram. Hard drive in the lane. Tried to get it to Pirtle. And saves it to Pirtle. Barnes for three. In and out. And back in.
Don't look the turnovers, though. The 5 turnovers.
That's right.
Those were problematic.
Mobley blocked by Barnes, who's still on the ground. Wade across the timeline, and a foul is called. Barnes outside. Barrett. Good. Nearly fell out of bounds. Finds Shed. Shed penetrating. Outside Barnes 3. Yes.
Trying to trace him, but right in front of the bench. 3 more for Toronto.
Mobley. Foul. Barnes. Aggressive drive, working on Allen. The turnaround is pure.
And it should have been
Those are
their
the ones you
possession.
hate.
But it should have been their possession off the shoe anyway.
You know, they say ball don't lie.
Things have a way of working out, Brady.
Colin Murray-Boyles. 2 more. That's a former FIBA World Cup MVP. Barnes. Nice speed. Shed the leg.
What a tackle by Scottie Barnes.
For Spider Mitchell. Shot clock winding down on Barnes. Barnes scored. On the drive, gave it up to Mitchell. Mitchell will push up, long 2, short. Rebound Barnes, up ahead to Barrett.
It's a major question mark for this team throughout. I was catching up with the head coach, Darko Rajakovic. You can see the constant threat that IQ brings to this.
Meanwhile, the Cavaliers turned it over 9 times. Barnes from downtown, no good. And a loose ball foul. Having your guy has been part of the problem.
Well, quickly more of a playmaker than a point guard himself. Misses, but getting fouled by Jalen Tyson. Toronto is doing. This is the way I like to see Jakob Poeltl play. 1 big on the floor. It's Mobley. Mobley's not going to play a ton of post-up basketball. Have him on the court to the point where he has to be involved in something. He just scored, and this lineup may be helpful. The intent was to bank it in, but Tyson will take that to get on the board.
Mamou Kalashvili, the spin. Can't finish through traffic. Ball on the floor. Mitchell scoops it up. Mitchell knifing down the lane. Mobley missed the dunk. because he was fouled.
Alongside Mitchell, and what he can get out of these guys, this is a great opportunity for him in the East.
Barrett, outside, Barnes for three.
Wanted to see how the Raptors bounce back.
Thank you, JD. Strus, no good. He wanted a foul call in the first half. Barnes at the elbow.
So improved from that range this year, Grady.
Barnes, the runner, and draws the foul on Max Strus. Barnes with a game-high 17, make it 18 points. 21 in game one.
And really now the game's within the games with this foul trouble here. A minute 15 to go.
Mitchell and the lane, toss out Strus. Saved it to Barnes.
We got to play within the style of the offense, and that's going to give Brandon some good looks, guys.
Here's R.J. Barrett driving. Jakob Poeltl denied, stays with it, too strong, takes it back.
The Cavaliers looking for a death blow.
But impactful plays for them to stay aggressive on the inside. And again, Grady will point out.
58-0. Barrett outside to Barnes. Barnes in the teeth of the defense once again. Barnes! Allen 4 for 4 with 10 points. Barnes muscling inside.
Hey, listen, as the defensive player of the year, you're doing something.
8 for 10 shooting for Scottie Barnes. All high percentage looks. Mobley flicks the wrist. No. Barrett over to Barnes. Too strong. Allen, the rebound. Harden. Trying to leave it for Mobley. And a steal by Barrett. Walter up ahead to Barnes. Barnes on the drive is fouled by Allen. Barnes has been tremendous tonight. 24 points. Showing the strength, also showing illegal contact.
To play physically.
3 team fouls on the Cavaliers in the period. Postseason win over the Raptors. If they succeed, it would be the longest for the franchise against an opponent in the postseason.
The second three of the game, I believe.
10th three-pointer for the Cavaliers. Barnes in the lane, drives it. The board. Mamukarashvili across the timeline. Barnes, full head of steam, rises, can't hit. Allen another board.
I'm loving the production, which is way more important at this level. That's the type of composure that, as Darko quotes, is a winning type of player in the NBA.
And he's just getting started.
JD, think about it. He's the third leading scorer on the Raptors after 2 games, 31 points. And Scottie Barnes almost popped down now. See if they can get something in this out of bounds set.
Murray Boyles got it. 16 for the rookie. Barnes picks up the dribble. CNB again. They had a foul to give, so no free throws. 5 seconds for Barnes. Barnes around the screen. Barnes fires. And it drops. Barnes on fire in the third. Barnes has 31. Inside's a battle, and it's been one tonight.
But to not lose key players due to foul trouble.
Barnes in a crowd. Outside to Shea. Barnes the offensive board. Barnes, 31 for the game. Barnes tried to scoop it in. CNB watching the glass.
Just can't get comfortable at any point.
Barnes, feeling bouncy. Barnes, the turnaround. Barnes. Over to Battle. Red hot. Cash! Pass ahead. Barnes taps it over to Barrett. Barrett got the lay.
There's the defensive impact of Scottie Barnes. He got great pressure on that shot.
Ingram aggressive early, can't finish. Barnes can.
Scottie Barnes. Barrett was outstanding in game 3. Had 33 points, shot it extraordinarily well.
Mobley trying to save it. There's another turnover. Here's Barnes into the paint with the flush. Here comes Ingram giving it up to Walter. Barnes on the move into the lane with another throwdown.
Processing what's going on the floor. You might as well listen to him, and it is a collaborative process.
Silly foul there from Evan Mobley.
Offensively.
Ingram guarded by Mobley. Ingram the jab, the give up. Barnes off on a 3. Mitchell the rebound. Wins it for Toronto. To your point, Jay, the team that has won the possession game has won every game of the series thus far. As Allen comes up with a steal, and Mobley on better than 70% shooting in a playoff game since Al Horford back in 2008. That's right, you know, Al Horford was a rookie at one point. Way off on a 3, might have been partially tipped by Shed.
Good late contest.
Barnes bodies in and floats it home. Got the rattle off the window. He has 8 of Toronto's 12 points in this first. Tyson a 3. That's all. Here's Schroeder off the steal. Mitchell veering in. Gets denied by Barnes. Mitchell was looking for a whistle. Toronto has missed 10 of its last 11 shots. Barnes drawing bodies. What a pass! Murray Boyles flushes it home.
Underway, the Toronto tempo and expansion team, the W, we see it continue to expand. As you know, back in the day, Jack and I with the denial there.
Their lowest scoring quarter of the series in that first. Barrett can't finish it. Pirtle, no. Barnes gets a good look. Wow, way off. And Toronto,
A lot of in transition, decided to put his head down and take it to the rim.
Barnes gets hacked from behind, and Toronto will shoot.
With these young people being paid in all sports, and it's men and women, but you still, look, I oversee a system, you know, where we have a collective bargaining.
Does that stand, and when do you think the ball will go up there?
So, you know, I view that a little differently. It's a type of expansion. Obviously, it's not.
Tyson winning. Here comes Cleveland. Look out, Mamukelashvili. Read it, intercepts it. Barnes can't muscle it in, gets it back, and gets fouled. And if there was one thing that you hear every single coach and player talk about why playoff basketball is different, they talk about the value of each and every possession. Keon Ellis in off the bench for Cleveland. Here's Harden off to Ellis. He will fire. No. Mobley the rebound. Merrill, a sharpshooter, can't hit either. No one can. Stroud with some feelings on James Harden. Here's Barnes. Turns the corner, gets denied by Allen. 30-26, Cleveland in front. 4:42 to go in the second quarter of game 4. Here's Harden into the paint. Harden banks it in, plus the foul. Boy, so many deflections, not a lot of clean passes. And again, 6 turnover for Harden. Barnes in the lane. Barnes can't fillet it in. Gets it back, 4 to shoot. Mitchell, no look inside at the bottom of the backboard. Barnes dishing, Ingram connects!
He did not perform at a high level in the first half offensively, just 1 of 7 for 2 points, and you know that Kenny Atkinson wanted to get him going.
And Mobley fouls Pirtle.
For 6 points, first 2 games for this series, he was unstoppable.
Forcing turnovers, a hallmark of what Toronto does. As Barnes is going to get called for the offensive foul, trying to separate from Allen.
Misses both. Barnes grabs the rebound.
Teammates to each score at least 20 points in the first 3 games of the playoffs in franchise history. Either team has had a double-digit lead at any point. Squirts away, Tyson after it, now Harden has it in the corner. Can't hit the 3, Strus a big-time rebound for Toronto thanks to Allen and Mobley. Barnes can't finish. Kelishvili kept it alive, and Mobley's going to pick up his 4th.
Tyson denied by Barnes. Here's Strus. No. Tyson battling. Shed scoops it up.
Toronto trying to regain the lead. Looking to even up this series. Kelishvili. The fake and the finish. 26.7% from the floor, and yet the Raptors lead. Cleveland just 33% from the floor. Strus the rebound.
Of game 3. Here's Scottie, guarded by Harden. Scottie backs in, shakes, shimmy, fades. Shot doesn't go.
Cavs now just 10 of 18 from the stripe. Barnes with the runway. Sam Merrill, the ultimate connector, said he's like an egg beater, the way he just gets things going. Stirring it up for us as Pirtle banks it in. Mitchell finally in double figures. 8:10 to go in the 4th quarter of game 4. Barnes bodies, fades, and hits. They lead by 3 midway through the 4th. Barnes up, under, and off. Murray Boyles nearly had the O board. Harden takes it away. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell slicing through, got tripped. And Donovan Mitchell's going to shoot 2. Danger time for Toronto as they face a 2-1 deficit and trail by 8. Ingram, no. Rebound. That's why you never want to have one of those. All of a sudden they accumulate, and now he has 5. Barrett floats it up and off. Murray Boyles again a factor on the offensive glass. Here is Barnes. Raptors down 1. Barnes with the runway. Gets fouled.
And an 80% free throw shooter, Scottie Barnes.
And he has tied it. 6 for 9 on the day. With Toronto in front. Raptors lead. Jed flings it into the backcourt. Barnes will be fouled by Wade with 20.1 remaining. A reminder, Cleveland does have 1 timeout remaining.
Scottie Barnes 7 of 10 in this game from the foul line. That's now 8 of 11.
Over the last 2 minutes, Barnes got them both. Cleveland will not take its timeout here. If you're Toronto, 6 seconds to go. Toronto by 4. Merrill gets it off and puts it in from 3. Had his jersey grabbed as well. Raptors leading by 2. Barnes gets the first to rattle in. He got it. 4-point Toronto lead. 3.8 to go. Harden chucks it in. Knocked away. Strus's heave.
And Allen have to come to the plate as well.
And they have many a time.
Scottie Barnes fading and hitting. You know, we know what a great defensive player he is, but he looks so assured on the offensive. Number 2 3-point shooter in the history of the game, James Harden. Cleveland back within 3. Barnes elbow jumper, no good. That ends a streak of 4 straight.
The heel of the rim. Here's Harden in his own pace. Harden gets to his spot. It's Scottie coming over. 59% from the free throw line. Despite that, still averaging over 20.
They don't shoot a lot of threes, the Raptors.
By the way, that's the 4th team foul. We're at 8.5 minutes to go in the first quarter against Toronto. Again, the defense. He finished 3rd in the defensive player of the year. I think he finished 5th, actually. I had him 3rd on my ballot. Long inbound. Strus couldn't handle it right in front of us. And a turnover by the Cavaliers.
You've hardly mentioned Donovan Mitchell so far.
Here's a great no-look pass. Pirtle completes it. Who was that? Scottie Barnes delivering the dime. And an early timeout called.
Excellent defensive possession.
Again, Toronto trying to quicken the pace, and they turn it over.
Like the Pirtle, I thought he had another dunk coming.
Nice job by Barnes to get by Mitchell. Drew the contact and will shoot a pair.
And really attacking the paint. Kesty, you mentioned it. 1 for 4 from the free throw line to start. Kind of undoes the fact they're doing such a good job. 9 pick, and he has been special, and he is all over the floor.
Number 12 in Raptors black as the free throws go down. Made a lineup change to widen the floor, but it hasn't worked out early. Walter with the steal. Gets it back and drills the 3. Jacoby Walter with the steal in the 3. He's just about 10 points away from 4,000 postseason points. Scottie Barnes, tough shot. Keep an eye on that. Cavs in the midst of this 11-0 run. Great look down low to Shed, who scores for the lead.
From that front office.
Harden, the only man in double figures in the first with 11. Shed hits a 3. His defense. You know, Toronto owned the last 2 minutes in the second, the third, and the fourth quarters the other night on another no-look and a turnover. I mean, Barnes is right on the money with the passes. Guys have not been able to come up with it. Merrill kind of turned the tide for them. Mitchell late clock with 4. Pass to Harden is stolen. 2-on-1 Raptors. Shed the steal, gives it up. Barnes with the flush. Barnes will light up a 3. 2 for 1 opportunity if they want it, PJ.
The Raptors would do well to wind this one down. Mitchell and Harden, you don't want to leave a couple seconds on the clock for them, which they did. Watch out.
Cut the water off, continue to crash the boards, get out in transition.
You guys got out to a fast start in this game, though. How do you get back to what we saw at the beginning?
Just doing what we were doing at the beginning.
28-12. PJ, what did you take away from that score as Pirtle gets the reverse here? What was the halftime score Sunday? Cleveland got off to the slow start and then worked their way to 46. Cavaliers enjoying their biggest lead. Here's Barnes. Contested jumper's good over Thomas Bryant.
Yeah, Thomas Bryant sighting.
Jamal Shed being defended by Donovan Mitchell. Barnes turning into a really good passer. Another dime. Jamal Shed being defended by Donovan Mitchell. Barnes turning into a really good passer. Another dime. Jamal Shed being defended by Donovan Mitchell. Barnes turning into a really good passer. Another dime. Barnes been more facilitator in this game than scorer, but a nice square up and jumper there. 17 in the first half for Harden. That was his first basket of the second quarter, and he gets the rebound.
Knew he needed to step up and do something. He did just that.
Cavs down 10, and Barnes lost it out of bounds, so the three-pointer. Jared Allen doing it on both ends. Mitchell the fake. Barnes commits the foul. Barnes wiped out, trying to stay on his feet. Scottie Barnes checking behind him, seeing where Mitchell is. Now he's going to attack Mobley. Squares. Knew he had missed it, chasing it. Rebound Cleveland.
And that's what I want to see. The Raptors start taking advantage again. See Jared Allen in that paint. Raptors doing a nice job of collapsing down. Get it up to RJ right here for a dunk.
RJ Barrett tonight. Strus now defending. Barnes fouled. All kinds of bodies coming down to surround Barnes. Headed to the free throw line. Gave us a little bit of a scare, and maybe everyone north of the border when he was limping a bit with the knee late in the first half.
You have to say rookie when you talk CMB, because he does not play like a rookie. No. He's been a little quiet tonight, but he has been a dominant player. Another miss.
Raptors have led by as many as 12 a pair of times. Cleveland trying to make some inroads. Barnes got deep. Looked like got defended well, but the foul's going to be called.
Team foul. We got 5:36 still left in this quarter, and the Raptors are in the bonus.
25.8 points, 7.3 assists, and shooting 52%. One of 4 Raptors to average 20.
Harden has 22 points, surpassing 4,000 postseason career. Could be a game 6 in that series. Barnes, another nice dish. CMB with the finish. And the pass inside, another near turnover. Schroeder got it back to Mitchell, blocked. Donovan Mitchell brings it across the timeline, 19 points working. Wade for 3. Long rebound, tipped, and Barnes controls.
It was an 8-point game, Kest, and he scored 5 straight points to close the quarter.
He had been 2 for 11 from 3 in the series. He got a block there. Barnes got it back, couldn't hit. Toronto's going to get a 3rd chance. Popped out, another offensive rebound. Barnes 3, no. Long rebound to Tyson. Cleveland making it really tough inside for the Raptors. Barnes has to go fadeaway. 0 for 9 in Orlando. What a duel between Banchero and Cade Cunningham tonight. Both went for 45. Shot up and in for RJ Barrett. James Harden, 22 points working. 3 to shoot. Step back. No. James Harden, 22 points working. 3 to shoot. Step back. No. James Harden, 22 points working. 3 to shoot. Step back. No.
And Harden appreciates that. They just didn't get the guy who retaliated. They got the initial action. Here's Barrett working on Strus. Step through, dump off. Barnes climbs the ladder.
By Donovan, the step back and a good sign for Mitchell will be on the board.
Barnes off the mark and Strus the board. Early 5-point advantage for the Cavaliers. Barrett from downtown. Good. Barrett attacking Harden. Stops outside to Barnes. Barnes step back. That's a long 2 that won't go. And Mobley with a solid box out. Runs right through a Mitchell screen. Mobley downhill, lost it. Pass up ahead to Battle. Quick trigger. Battle. Barnes. Pull up Jay from the elbow, pure. Shed. Over to Barnes, battling inside with Wade, had it poked away by Wade.
Great defense, Dean Wade. It's a story of game 1 and 2. How many difficult shots did Cleveland make to get those 2 comfortable wins?
Barnes with the J. He has 6 points. Cavaliers by 6. Barnes spinning, firing, and hitting.
Getting up over the top in such a short order in small spaces.
Barnes can't hit that time. Loose ball scooped up by Wade.
Merrill on Scottie. Scottie now taking him into the paint, draws a crowd. Here's CMB. Oh, the monster slam.
Schroeder attacking, can't hit. Barnes over to Barrett. Barrett through contact for 2. Who thought he was fouled? Barnes stops on a dime. Kick out to Mamukelashvili. In attack mode to the rack. Michael Grady, Brent Barry, Christina Pink, and this is Scottie Barnes. Going at Tyson here in a crowd and still put it in. Mitchell. Knifing down the lane, stops, pump fake, high off the window, won't go. Barnes clears it. Barnes, pull up over Bryant, left it short, back tap, and way to keep it alive. Mamukelashvili making the play. Barnes, pull up over Bryant, left it short, back tap, and way to keep it alive. Mamukelashvili making the play. Barnes out to Barrett for 3. Barnes backing down Mitchell. Mobley lurking. Shed for 3. Off the mark. Tyson the board.
And this is the matchup you want. Let Schroeder work on Shed in the open court. There's not 4 feet that you can move without a forearm or somebody on top of you.
Battle with the teardrop in the lane.
Tyson nails the 3.
Tyson was 4th in three-point percentage during the regular season. And Barnes fouled on the hard drive.
Points this season. Such a valuable role player for Kenny Atkinson.
On Sunday, May 24th, NASCAR. It's on Prime. Barnes good at the line. Turned it over. Right on cue. Barnes, it's a 4-on-2. Dump off. CMB with the lay.
Thank you so much. And talking to Colin Murray-Boyles after Game 5, he said we got to remember who's on the floor. We got to pay attention. Those are some good players out there. They're supposed to.
Oh, Scottie! Sheds Harden!
Scottie, Barnes in fight.
And the defense on Harden. Shot clock to 4. Barnes with the left. Didn't have the angle. And Barnes on an island with Mitchell. Sets up Barrett. Score! Mitchell. 7 points on 3 of 7 shooting. Over to Strus. Strus penetrating. Tried to go a window shopping. Couldn't hit. And so Barnes. Merrill on the drive. Blocked.
Doesn't go. Tapped by Shed. Reeled in by Barrett. Cavs get back in transition. Scottie, rhythm 3. Doesn't go.
Barrett. Over to Barnes. Barnes down the lane. Outside to Shed. Boom! 5 seconds. Barnes tried to knife a pass inside, turned it over. Mitchell, three-quarter court, no good. And the Raptors. Murray-Boyles has to kick it out. Barnes in the lane. Pull-up is good.
And for Scottie to move Jared Allen, looked like a travel, but the bobble allowed another step for Harden. And a huge 3 by Wade.
Pass inside, Murray-Boyles the lay.
Harden are capable of doing, and you got to nail the wide open ones, but the defense, to your point, Grady, relentless.
Barnes to the rack.
He's like a walking league pass, but he's here for a reason, and that showed up big in Game 5 for the Cavs.
Still a lot of time left in this one. Colin Murray-Boyles, the floater. Over to Barnes. Barnes rises and hits. Scottie Barnes now with 20. Allen tried to keep it alive, but here comes Shed with the handle.
Quality box out by Pirtle, who's
Barrett. No, Barnes the offensive board.
6. Raptors looking to force a Game 7 Sunday in Cleveland. Stripped in a late call. Let's see if the Raptors decide.
Harden for 3. No. Barnes inside. Barnes muscling in for 2. Barnes with the handle. Barnes from the elbow. Off the heel. Rebound Mobley.
cleaning that up. And we got a 1-point game.
10 unanswered by the Cavaliers. Barnes can't hit. Back and forth we go. Harden off the side of the backboard. Got it back.
In each of these plays to just try to get possession has been awesome.
Dump off. Walter patient. Got the finish. Barnes has 22. Good defense. Former defensive player of the year making a play. Mitchell, step through, floater is good. Barrett turns inside, tried to leave it for Murray-Boyles and is stolen. Barnes in the lane, step through, finger roll no, to follow and is fouled.
And 2 huge free throws.
Raptors 17 for 20 at the line in this ball game. Barnes gets 1 of 2.
Raptors turned it over 5 times in the fourth. The Cavs 1. Allen jumps center with Barnes.
Harden. Harden on the drive. Pump fake. Tough shot. Won't go. Barnes clears it. 22 tonight. Mitchell. Mitty does not get the bounce. And how about Barrett taking it away from Allen? Shed on the drive, weaving around traffic, shoot a lot of clock. 3 seconds for Barnes. Barnes off balance, left it short. Barnes. Attacking Wade here. Barnes put it up and in. Off the switch. Harden. Short. And Mobley the hustle, but it's over to Barnes. Barnes to Murray Boyles. Shot and game clock nearly identical. Raptors will eventually need to foul. Looking for a turnover here, and there is the foul. It's on Scottie Barnes. Raptors looking to force a game 7. Down 1. Barnes on the move. Toss out. Barrett 3. Off the heel.
So much will run through Scottie Barnes here tonight. Watched by Harden. First goal of the game. So much will run through Scottie Barnes here tonight. Watched by Harden. First goal of the game. So much will run through Scottie Barnes here tonight. Watched by Harden. First goal of the game. No, I just want to know, Coach Darko, Game 7. I want to set the table. I want to know what my job is tonight, what my role is. Walter hits a 3 in range. He was big in Game 5 in here, got them off to a good start. Mitchell working inside. The rim. Allen tried to crash the glass, couldn't get there. They're going to do that now with this size advantage. Murray Boyles checked in, and the 3 knocked down by Battle. We could not stop Darko Rajakovic from talking about him. Like, Darko, we want to go do the game. 3 from the corner is long as Tyson has come in. Tyson has come in for the Cavaliers as they've gone deeper to their bench, going 3 of 13 to start this one. Meantime, the Raptors continue their hot start. Reggie, they're 9 of in the season. His minutes as well. Barnes just dribbles into one. No good. And the Raptors have gone a bit cold in the last couple of minutes. Tyson thought about loading, did not. Mitchell lost his man. Good rebound by Barnes. Best player on the floor for Toronto. Let me go get this. Let me settle this down. And the call, the whistle. Zach Zarba's got it going the other way.
That's twice.
Shot clock off. Barnes. Flash to the first. Missed it. So much playoff experience comes in. Hurdle. Inside had Mitchell. Draws 3. Pitch out for the open 3. Knocked down by Barnes.
Unselfish basketball here. Here in this first half has been an offensive rebound and improvise.
Barnes with a turn off Wade. And a look back to the Cleveland bench. 3 of 12 as a team, Reg.
Wade has really struggled shooting the 3 ball in this series. Look at this.
Inside kept alive again. Barnes off. The officiating crew in his role in leadership within the league. 9-point game. Past halfway of this second quarter. Allen is brought down. They're going to have a deeper look at that one, perhaps. And fighting as Barrett trying to get away from his defender. Clock at 3. Gotta go time. Barnes has been the guy tonight. Missed it. Allen gets the glass for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers. Cleveland team. 52 wins on the season. Harden off on the 3. Shed is in a good zone tonight. Missed that three, trying to get to the boards.
He started a lot of games early on during the season. So he's primed for a situation like this.
Yeah, more than half the year. Had Kenny Atkinson looking for the right mix, and then you get the Harden trade and try to adjust the team to the addition of a future Hall of Famer, former MVP. Darius Garland moved to the Clippers in that deal, and that adds to the pressure of this Game 7. Oh, from behind, it is knocked away by Walter. Pitched ahead to Barnes, patiently finishing for two. Initiating Barnes from the elbow. Clear out a side for him. Going at Strus. Short on the two.
Yeah, but that's a great look for Barnes.
Other way. Offensive foul. Can Barrett break the run? No. Barnes the rebound. Shed straight on three. Nope.
These were the ones that were falling early on.
Right. Doing a dance. Rimmed out of three. Taken back by Wade. Strus. Maryland Strus, the two guys. Maryland Strus, the two guys. Come in to knock him down. Don't. Barrett back the other way for the Raptors. And they get a quick two. First field goal in some 7 minutes for the Raptors, back to the 2:04 mark of the second quarter. And still they're within six. Harden, a lot of contact. And he'll come to the line. It's in the act. Merrill, a triple. Got them all!
Suffocating here in this second half. Picks up a foul right there, trying to guard Scottie Barnes. Down away from a double-double. He's been big here in this second half.
Had to come back with Barnes and his 4 fouls. Couldn't let this game go much farther. So Barnes will come to the line here in this 15-point game. See if the Raptors can get 4 or 5 to get closer. 6 and 36. And you get in the middle of a playoff series, a Game 7, you're thinking about advancing. In perspective, this is here in the third. Barnes on Merrill. 4-point trip. 11-point game. Barnes. Contact by Tyson on the body to box out Barnes. Mitchell from deep.
Look at the hustle here by Allen.
All the way, going to get a loose ball foul, and it's going to be on Toronto.
Is that on Barnes?
That's his 5th.
Oh my goodness.
Really inside. They've been running through him here in the corner. He's got a chance at the 3-point play.
Down there, his foot was stuck.
That's what I said when you got off headset. I thought you saw that right away. Barnes downhill. Got in the basket. One last official slot to fill. A 19-point Cavaliers lead, trimmed to 17 by Scottie Barnes. They're going to get 1 or 2 windows to tighten it up. Raptors couldn't do it on that one. And Merrill misfires on the 3. They tried the trap there at midcourt as we dive under 4 minutes in regulation of Game 7. Another trap there, handled perfectly. And Strus off on the 3. Barnes the board.
The owner of the Detroit Pistons.
Late clock Mitchell shot is blocked. Taken in by Barnes. And the foul is called.